که میخواد از قدرت برای صلح استفاده کنه. دروغ گفت.
Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, accused Donald Trump of lying when the U.S. president said during his Gulf tour this week that he wanted peace in the region. On the contrary, the United States uses its power to give 10-ton bombs to the Zionist regime to drop on the heads of Gaza's children, said Khamenei. His remarks aren't even worth responding to. They are an embarrassment to the speaker and the American people, Khamenei added.
که میخواد از قدرت برای صلح استفاده کنه. دروغ گفت. اونها این کار نکردن. اونها از قدرت استفاده کردن برای اینکه بمب‌های 10 تنی رو بدن به رژیم صهیونی بریزه رو سر کودکان غزه، بیمارستان‌ها، خانه‌های مردم در لبنان و در هر جا که بتوان. بعضی از این حرفایی که در این سفر رئیس جمهور آمریکا به منطقه مطرح شد لایق جواب دادن نیست. مطمئناً این الگو شکست خورده است. به همت ملت‌های منطقه آمریکا از این منطقه باید برود و خواهد رفت. رژیم صهیونی که غده سرطانی خطرناک مهلک این منطقه است حتما باید برکنده شود و خواهد شد.
Trump told reporters aboard Air Force One after departing the United Arab Emirates on Friday that Iran had to move quickly on a U.S. proposal for its nuclear program or something bad's going to happen.
Wouldn't have been available to him except for November 5th. November 5th was a big day for our country. So I just want to thank you. You have great stamina also. We all have stamina because you needed it. That was a test. I think they were giving us a test. But it was amazing what they've done. In all three countries, you can't speak more highly. The job they've done is, in a fairly short period of time, is just outstanding. And they're great people, great leaders, three great leaders. So it's an honor. Now we'll go back to D.C. and I have a nice grandchild waiting, which I'll see soon. But this was a fantastic moment for our country. I really believe that. Everyone's talking about it. And the respect shown to our country was incredible. Because nobody's treated like that. Nobody's treated well like that. So thank you all very much. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, you arrived here with a big victory. Nice to see you. Thanks for bringing us. You arrived here with a big victory, getting Idan Alexander out, working directly with Hamas, the last remaining American. Do you think the Israelis and Bibi Netanyahu can get his hostages out?
I don't know. We're going to find out pretty soon. We're going to know pretty soon. They're not in good shape, as you know, and different places. You know, it's not one place. It's different places. Some of them are in better shape than others. A little bit depends on the place where they are. But we'll be working with them to get them out.
The Israelis didn't want the U.S. to be recognizing the new Syrian government. Is there a message that
I don't know. I didn't ask them about that. I thought it was the right thing to do. I've been given a lot of credit for doing it. Look, we want Syria to succeed. It's been a mess for 10 years and much longer than that. It would not have been. These were very biting. You know, when you look at the sanctions, these were really brutal. And they would have, I would say, zero chance of success. And this way they have a chance. Their leader is a strong person, but young and a lot of energy and wants to do a good job.
Mr. President, the IDF was planning to send in tens of thousands of more troops and expand the war in Gaza, especially if there wasn't a ceasefire while you were here. Do you support that?
Well, we're going to see what happens. I think a lot of good things are going to happen over the next month. And we're going to see. We have to help also out the Palestinians. You know, a lot of people are starving on Gaza, so we have to look at both sides. But we're going to do a good job. We're very happy with what happened with, I hope it continues, and I think it will, but what happens with India and Pakistan, that was a big success. If you would have seen the level of anger between the two That was not a good thing, yes.
A senior Hamas leader said that they might be willing to give up power, an Egyptian proposal, in order to bring peace. Is that a step that you're welcoming?
Everything, but we want to get the hostages back. I've gotten them, big majority back, but we want to get the hostages back. So we'll see how that works out. Okay.
Mr. President, are you putting to call Vladimir Putin? How do you think you can get those talks on
Look,
track?
we have to meet. He and I will meet. I think we'll solve it, or maybe not, but at least we'll know. And if we don't solve it, it'll be very interesting.
And then did Austin Tice come up when you talked to the Syrian
I
president?
always talk about Austin Tice now. Austin Tice hasn't been seen in many, many years. You know that. He's got a great mother who's just working so hard to find her boy. So I understand it. But Austin has not been seen in many, many years.
You were joking about the endurance that it takes to do this. This was a
Yeah.
lot to do in a short period of time. Conversations about endurance often focus now on Joe Biden and his endurance and his abilities. The Her tapes right now, there's a lot of discussion about it. When will they be released? Will you release them? How soon should we
I haven't looked
anticipate it?
into that. That's up to Pam and the group. I haven't really looked into it. Look, everybody understands the condition of him. I know people that are 89, 90, 92, 93 years old that are literally perfect. But Joe was not one of them. And they did a lot of hiding. They were really playing games. And, you can't do that. Our country's at stake. You see, even a thing like this, there's so many decisions for billions and billions, but then you have even more important decisions. You have decisions for life. And you can't have a man in that condition. And everybody was holding back, including the press, including the media.
So
On
you're
your
welcoming
answer.
white South Afrikaners into the country as refugees when you've closed off that door to a lot of other refugees from other parts of the world. What message does that send to those who say it isn't? Why is that fair?
Well, I think if I see people in distress, I don't care what color, what they look like, what anything, their size, their height, their eyes, I don't care. But I think that from all evidence, the farmers in South Africa are being treated brutally. And it's been reported, and nobody wants to cover it. But they happen to be white. And if they were black, I'd do the exact same thing. And we treat people very well when we see there's a genocide going on. So if it's a genocide, that's terrible. And I happen to believe it could very well be. South Africa's out of control, and it's been out of control for a long time, and the media doesn't report it. And I'm not looking for reporting because, believe me, it's easier for me not to do anything. It's a lot easier because I don't get nasty questions like that. But the fact is that we're about saving lives, and we're going to do that. So we've made a home, and we'll make a home for other people that are treated badly, no matter what their color.
Will you go to the G20 there?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I'm really not
On
sure.
Iran, has the U.S. given them a formal proposal? Has Steve Witkoff handed that over?
Yeah, they have a proposal, but more importantly, they know they have to move quickly, or something bad's going to happen. Thank you very
How's
much.
Tiffany doing? She's well.
Good.
Everybody's good. Congratulations.
Congratulations on
Thank
your
you.
grandson.
Thank you very much.
Travel safe, sir.
Thanks.
216 to 2.